Hi guys, and welcome to Don't Tell My Ex. And she,
I'm the ex.
one of them, and I'm one of yours.
One of mine, yes.
One of yours. This was an idea that came out a few days ago. Since there is a lot of relationship podcasts and stuff, but it's mostly one-sided, I was like, why not call up the exes and talk about stuff? Just learning shit out. And it is very hard because, of course, there is past and stuff. But with some people, you're more likely to do something. With some people, they might take it more personal. I thought that you were probably a pretty good candidate to start with.
Thank you.
I think we're pretty mature and has been for a while. Before we get into it, of course, we're going to introduce who we are to each other, pretty much what happened, and then delve into some questions that people ask to themselves or wonder what the other people are thinking throughout the whole situations, during, after, and stuff. And I think it's really cool. It can give some insights. I think that some things are common among everybody. Some people might be different. We're going to find out soon. Anyway, when were we dating? And who are we to each other?
Oh my
like,
God.
how do I start it? You want to start it?
I actually
How old were you?
tried to remember when we met the first time, and I don't know.
So the way we met was different compared to a lot of people today, even though it is still more popular among high schoolers. We were in school.
Yeah.
We went to a private school, so it's pretty much people see each other from kindergarten all the way to high school. It was a German school. And we were literally the daughter of family friends. We got introduced during one feast. I think it was Martin's Fest.
Yes.
You were working on it. I was helping out. That's the first time we met.
Yeah, that's true.
You are 2 years younger than me.
Two.
2 years younger than me. We were helping each other out. We met there. We went on one date. I remember there was a big fail. I tried to
kiss me?
to kiss you on the first
Yes.
date. I got rejected. I remember the scene was me trying to curse her. I had a helmet on and she literally put the laser guards on me. Second date went much better because she was still showing that there was some interest. I was like, okay, you know what, let me try. I was insecure, of course, because first proper experiences.
Insecure.
I'm still
Well.
insecure about many things. Pretty insecure. And I think you were 15, I was 16, about to get 17, and then I
Yes.
turned 18 after we were together.
Yes.
And how long was the relationship? 1.5 years? 1.5 years.
Something like this. I don't remember if we got to the 2 years.
We did not get to the 2 years.
Yeah.
It was 1.5 years. There was a crazy part towards the end of it. But
What
yeah,
do you mean with crazy part?
not a crazy part, like slowly breaking out. And we're going to get into it later
Yes.
on, I believe. And let's start with the first one.
I really liked your question where that you asked me, the first one.
Yeah.
Who is Dada to Amedeo and Amedeo to Dada?
Okay. Who are we to each other?
And I think this is a very nice question because it's not only like how did we met, how was the relation, but like really what do you mean to me as an ex-boyfriend, let's say? Because like for me you have like I think all of my friends know you because you're kind of our recurring topic somehow in my life. And now he's surprised.
Okay.
Because I mean, if you are watching this podcast, you probably know who Amedeo is, and he's a very successful man. He's like an influencer in the
Mostly an
finance
influencer. Yes.
department, and Amedeo was always like this, not like this how you know him now, but he was always a very independent man. Like he did many things at the same time, and it was very difficult for me to like catch up with you. But for me, you have always been some sort of inspiration because you always showed me things that I thought I was incapable. But knowing you, I knew that if you can do it, I can do it too, you know?
If this stupid man can do it, I can do it too. And he's so fucking sweet. I can do it. Okay. I get it.
Exactly. So this is how I see you. And I mean, we have been together for quite a while, but we somehow always managed to stay friends.
Yeah, it took us a while to get there
It
first.
took us a while, but you were that one guy that I would meet once a year randomly. The day before you were like, hi, I'm in Rome, you want to meet? Sure, why not? Right?
Yes.
And like I knew you would always like, I don't know, I had like this security that maybe once a year I would see you, but I never knew when. But I always felt like I could rely on you if I needed. I never needed something, right? But I had this feeling that even though we separated our paths, I could text you if I needed something, like if I needed help or whatever.
Okay.
And that's how I've always seen you.
I'm glad you were feeling that. That's cool. I tend to be very open about people texting me. Even people, exes, non-exes, even people that I don't like when they call me, I try to, like, and they ask for help, I'm pretty open to helping out.
I see that.
But I don't know, it's just a general thing. Not because of karma and stuff. Who are you two? You done with the question?
Yes.
You done with the question? Okay.
You
Who are
may
you
start.
to me? You're my first real girlfriend. I had another first experience. So, I had the first girlfriend who is very important to me because of her, I never cheated ever again.
I didn't know this.
The story is, this was another girl I was dating. She was the sister of one of my best friends. I was dating her. I cheated on her by kissing another person because I was 14 years old and I felt indestructible, invincible. And then I learned that she cheated on me and I felt so shit that I never done it again. So from a morale perspective, definitely a person that I should thank for the rest of my life. Let's put it this way, just from that perspective.
Yes.
For slapping me in the face in that perspective. But you are my first real girlfriend. Like where it was serious, where there was families involved, where there were trips involved. So it was the first time where you had the responsibility over it. You taught me a lot about myself, about my insecurities. I was, before I met Dada, I was having a lot of fun. So I'm gonna be very open about it. I had a lot of options, and then I chose to be together only with one girl. And so all of that validation that I was used to, which is toxic, is bad, I gave her the responsibility without understanding that it's on me, on myself. So in the beginning it was fine, because when there is a lot of interest, love, affection, everything, you don't even realize because there's the chemistry. As it went on, of course, people get more used to it and stuff, and I think it was very self-inflicting to myself. Like I wasn't even aware of it.
What do you mean exactly?
I was giving you a lot of responsibility over my validation because I was little. I did not understand that it has to come from me. And as we started focusing, understanding that we were getting adults, what do I have to do? The moment of the proper breakup came out, I think, when you found out that you're moving to Germany. And so you realize that, okay, long distance, kind of hard. I realized the same, but I still had that thing that I needed to be validated from you. That, of course, was coming less and less because you had to focus on your life. This is my interpretation of stuff.
Sure.
It might not be real or not if you want to respond.
We will talk about it, don't worry.
That made me so insecure and made me very hurt. But I think it was very self-inflicted. It wasn't your fault. Very normal. Of course, the first breakup, so for me it was very destructive. I believe I behaved very badly after it.
What do you mean, Amedeo?
I mean, I can tell the whole story.
Little sarcasm.
The story is, towards the end, I was very sad. Most of it, I believe, was my fault because of my insecurities. I wanted to prove something. I don't want to get into details of it. You know the details already of it or why I did it. The way I wanted to prove something was to hang out with all of her friends that I did not like, which was very damaging to our friendships. And that's the thing, and here's a little lesson to everybody. Do not be vindictive, okay? Please do not be vindictive, because it felt good the moment I did it. Once I realized what I did, I felt like a piece of shit, which I was.
Even though I need to tell you something that
What?
I don't know if I told you already, but I'm kind of thankful you did.
Yeah, that's
It might sound fucked up, but you know, like I moved to Germany after we broke up, and then this period of yours started where you kind of took all my friends.
I came, I saw conquer. That was fucked up.
And yeah, every time I would come back to Italy,
Yes.
I was rejected by them, you know.
Okay.
So there's like this phenomenon that when you do something bad to a person, you try to get away from that person, right? Because you don't want to keep on damaging her, or because you know that you did something wrong. And I think that these people felt that, and that's why they kind of took distance from me.
Okay.
But that also showed me that people have never really been my friends, right? And you said it yourself.
Yeah,
like
I
they
mean,
were
that
not
was
good friends.
Even when we were together, before all this shit happened, I always said that they're not proper friends.
Exactly. And I think I needed this to realize it, or like to really be okay with this distance that they gave me. Because I felt shit, you know, like I felt really rejected by, not because of what you did, but because they didn't tell me, right?
Okay. It came out together. It came out during the birthday of one of your friends, I remember.
When?
It was the birthday of one of your friends, and you called me and you said, you didn't tell me anything about the dun, the dun, the dun, the dun, the dun. And I was like, fuck, all together at once, fuck.
Yes,
okay.
Because it was, I think we were all gathered, and somehow they started telling you, yeah, by the way, I have never told you, but, you know, Amedeo and I, blah, blah, blah. And I was sitting there and I was like, okay, it kind of hurts, but I mean, we were not together anymore, so you kind of had the right to do it, right? Like, depends, but...
you had the right to do it, that's a thing.
You were a free man.
Yes, which is a double-edged sword. Technically, like, if you look at stuff technically, you're free to do anything, but I believe you should still have a little bit of moral compass, which at the age of 19 and with anger in my head, unnecessary anger, again, unnecessary, self-inflicted, was not the best choice to do.
Yeah, I agree on that. But that's like one thing that I learned about it, because we're also talking about the learnings that we had from this breakup. And I think this was one of my biggest. And also like to learn to let go of people, you know? Because I was always tending to want to keep people and try to make it work, and really like going after them and doing the extra mile, which I think is a good character trait of mine, but on the other hand is also damaging myself sometimes.
If you do too much, yeah.
If you do too much, and I think that was one of the things that I learned, to also let go of people.
Next question.
I wanted to talk about something else that just came up to my mind, because you said that while we were together, you were making yourself too dependent on me, right?
On the validation.
On the validation.
Yes.
Okay, but what do you think about, because I see this a lot in the internet at the moment, that everyone is like, yeah, I need to love myself before I'm able to love someone else.
I think that is also bullshit.
Okay, then we have nothing to discuss.
Why?
Because I agree.
So when you are in a relationship, there needs to be some recognition from the other person for the stuff you do to the other person. Okay, it should be some reciprocity. Is it mandatory? No, but sometimes it's nice. Okay?
I do think it's mandatory though.
It is mandatory, but it's not like daily.
No, it's not daily, but you do need to have the impression that the other person kind of needs you, or you need to communicate to the other person.
But is happy to be with you, or that you're some kind of validation.
I do really mean need.
Need.
Yes, because what is a relation? Like, if you have everything you have in the world, right? You do your own job, you have your own job, you do your own money, you have your own house, you have your, like, why do you need a relationship?
You want a relationship. It's two different things.
Yes, but it's also some sort of like wanting to need the other person, right?
Yes. For me, it's more want. So, again, it was different compared to when I was 19, of course, 18, sorry. Today, I'm very independent. I have my houses, I have my stuff, I have my finances. I could do everything myself. I could even, I mean, nowadays you can even have a kid yourself. You don't even need a partner anymore, okay, to be honest.
Yes.
You want a partner. It's not that I need a partner. I would like to have a partner. With all I'm doing, I would like to have a person that I can share stuff with. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
But in terms of needing, because I need somebody to help me out with this, unfortunately, we live in a world where now everybody has to be independent, and if you're not independent, you're a piece of shit, whatever that means. I mean, most of our parents built stuff together because they worked as a partnership, but nowadays you have to be fucking independent, whatever that fucking means. And if you're not, you suck. This is society. This is not me. Again, the example we lived with, also your parents, completely different. So I guess that nowadays you want to be a person rather than needing to be with a person.
Yes, but I think that this is exactly the problem, right?
Yeah.
You said it yourself, like when you are in Italy, you live in communities, you have like other people that help you out with the chicken, the other one brings you the olive oil, the other one, and it's not that you need them, but somehow you
do need them, but because this is an ecosystem.
Yes, but I think the same, it should be with a relationship.
Okay.
It should be more of like an exchange, right? Because maybe you are better with, let's make a stupid example, cleaning the house.
Yes.
But the other one is maybe better in taking care of the plants.
Okay.
Right? So if you don't have the other partner, the plants die.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't have the other partner, the house is dirty.
The house is dirty, exactly. It's not that you're not capable. This is a stupid example, but let's also translate it into, I don't know, like more interpersonal relation exchange, whatever. You kind of, how you say it, merge? You like...
you can merge. You can be living symbiotic.
Symbiotic, exactly. And I think this is why you need a partner. Because I think this is it is like this nowadays egoistic society that tells you that you don't need anyone to be happy. Because you do need someone.
You do need somebody to be happy. I mean, statistically, we know that isolated people live way less than people that live in a community and with a partner. So you don't need them to live, but if you want to live longer, statistically, you do need them. You do need them.
I think we answered this
Okay.
question. The next question was, which insecurities did we bring out from each other?
Definitely height. I just bought a super tall boot just to be taller than her. No, I like to be taller in general, but no. My biggest insecurity was the one about validation. That was big insecurity. Mostly validation. I don't know if we're gonna cut this one out or not. The intimacy validation was a big thing for me. I believe that when you found out you were leaving for Germany, you detached completely from the relationship, which on one side led also to not having that a lot. However, I will also be grateful that you chose not to break up before the end of school, because I had the exams, the high school exams, which were the last year. Just to let Americans know, the thesis statement in college is easier than the high school graduation exams. That's how hard it is. And I did in Italian and English and German, so it was extremely hard. So even though I was stressed because it was not getting that validation, the fact that she was still present in my life and we chose to break up in the end after all of this, I'm still grateful for it. So
thank you.
There's two parts there. I don't know if you did it for that. I have no idea. You can say whatever you want. You can be nice. You can be nice or whatever the fuck you want. But still pretty thankful about that, whether it was chosen or not.
I would say that this high school degree situation was one of my biggest insecurities that I brought up in myself by watching you. I don't know if this English sentence made sense.
No, try to say it again.
While you were making your, is it called degree, right?
Let's call it high school diploma.
Yes. You were busy with many things that I had always put into a faraway corner, right? Mm-hmm. I knew I had to do them one day, but for me that one day was so far away from my reality that I never really started thinking about it. Mm-hmm. But like, you were 2 years older than me, or in 2 classes higher, older than me. And that was the first time where I realized, fuck, in 2 years, it's my turn. Mm-hmm. And this is like has nothing to do with you, but that were the processes that started going on in my head. Okay. Where I thought, what am I going to do after, right? And then you had to look for the...
College.
No, it was even before college. Practicum.
Oh yeah, internship.
Internship, right. So he had to look for an internship between the last...
That was the last 6 months of school.
The last 6 months.
And then I would have to do an internship after school. Yeah.
After school. Okay, so you started looking for it.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, I don't even know what I would do. I always pictured myself doing some summer works, like being a waitress or even delivering pizza, whatever, right? But I never thought of, like, what is my actual job going to be? So this process all started while you were started looking for this stuff.
Okay.
So you had your own problems, and my problems became super big out of nothing. Completely. I started completely to overthink, also because I wasn't so good at school. Like, I did not really enjoy sitting in a room, listening to one person, needing to, like, prove the person that I had been listening to them, and so on. And this was kind of my biggest problem in that time, because I really thought, like, fuck, like, I'm not good at school. I don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't know what my strengths are, because I love arts, but I'm not even that good in art. So, like, what am I gonna do, right? So actually, this whole thing had nothing to do with you, but I was also never able to talk with you about it, because I always thought that you had it all figured out. And
Bro, I had nothing figured out.
I know.
Yo,
that's what I thought.
Like, even college was, like, the way I landed college was a mistake. It was just an advice from my mother. I went to do the exam. I passed. I was like, you know what? Let me just go here. Fuck it. I don't want to go through the whole process of applying to this shit.
Yeah.
So I like, from high school to end of college, everything that was happening in my life was just opportunities and me saying yes without even knowing whether it was the right thing or not. Some people...
Same with me in the end, 2 years after. But
you did not answer the question, though. What were the biggest insecurities that you raised in you? And let me just check if the camera's still recording.
Is still going.
It's still going. Cazzo, 23 minutes, porca madonna. Vai.
Yes. So I think the insecurity, and what I was about to say, was that I always felt that you had everything figured out, so I wasn't really able to express my opinion on my problems, or, like, tell you about my feelings, about, like, on my life.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to look weak compared to you, you know? And that is, like, so an insecurity that became, because I became very insecure about talking of my emotions. Very insecurity, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And I think also that's how Germany helped me, because in Germany you don't talk about emotions, so it was very my place, right?
Okay. Just to close yourself into...
It made my life very easy.
Okay.
And then I had to learn, and I'm still learning, to try to talk about emotions.
Okay.
But I think that was the one of the biggest problems that I'm still trying to solve after 10 years. Or 12, or whatever.
So I awakened this thing in you for the first time.
I don't want to give you this responsibility, because everything happened with me, but...
no, just...
Yes.
Triggered it. Okay.
You triggered it, yes.
And then it's like my problem. It was my own issue, but it triggered. Okay.
Yes.
Good. Okay. Pretty cool.
Yes. And what else? I think that's it. Or the biggest one that I remember. Let's move on to the next question. Why did we break up?
I mean, we pretty much said it. You were supposed to go to Germany, and I was aware of the fact that we were not able to do long distance. Especially, I'm a very mathematical person.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at you towards the end of the last 6 months of the relationship, and how you were detaching more and more because of everything. I was like, yeah, if I do long distance with her, this will be a fucking nightmare. Like, I could destroy myself mentally. So even though I did not want to, I accepted that we will break up on my end. Then of course it was a reciprocal decision.
Yeah. I mean, for me it was really like moving to Germany, knowing that how are we gonna make it, I kind of started to breaking up with you interiorly, like within myself, the moment I realized it, because I didn't want to get hurt.
It was end of the year, and then we had the last 6 months, which was
Yeah.
slow detachment.
And I am kind of sorry for that, because within myself, I broke up with you already.
Yeah.
So that the moment it happened, I wasn't gonna be hurt too much, you know? Yeah.
Is it normal for a woman to break already before? Or does it happen on both sides?
Well, I can only talk from my perspective.
You and your friends, the people you talk to.
I do think that a woman thinks more often about a relationship. I'm not gonna say every man doesn't,
Okay.
because I do think that every person is individual and has their own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, from my experience, I see that women kind of double check their relationship very often, because you kind of want to be sure that this is the right partner, right?
Mm-hmm.
That he's gonna keep on giving you the same standard, let's call it, that you kind of expect. And since we kind of do it more often, we also maybe realize it in prior a bit more, that the relationship is actually not going too well. But then I think that it's also our task to talk about it with our
I can agree with
boyfriends.
that. Does it happen often when people talk about it, or do they just keep it in and accept? What do you think is the average reaction?
I think the average is that no one talks about
Nobody
it.
talks about it, so people just break up suddenly.
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yes, but obviously it shouldn't be like this.
I agree with that.
What do you think?
I agree with that. I think that it's funny. Everybody says communicate. Some people say we're talking too much about communication. I think we should communicate even more.
Yeah.
Like
And it's
even
hard.
more. Even more. Like, I'm not saying daily, but just checking in. I don't know.
See, like maybe like once a month or even 2 weeks.
Even more.
You should maybe do like a little checkup
Checking. What's up? What do you like? What do you not like? What's happening?
Yeah, or what
is
are the
afflicting
goals
you?
that we want to go towards, and are we still on the same track?
Same track. And also, what other external things are afflicting you? I think that a lot of things are external or personal, and people just wash them into their relationship.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays, I think accountability is very hard, and I think that there is a problem, and you try to give the fault to the relationship rather than. Does that make sense?
In Italian, I think we have a saying that says quando due litigano, il terzo gode.
Il terzo gode.
Il terzo gode. And I also think this also includes the relationship. So it means when two people are having a discussion or a fight, the third person is getting pleasure from it.
Who's the third person?
There's always a third person.
There's always a third person.
Analyze it, think about it, and every time you have a discussion, there will always be a third person that kind of started it. That's my experience.
There is a third person that started the discussion.
Maybe someone that is antagonist towards the relationship, to the friendship, that kind of puts a little bug in your head, and then you start, right? Like ruining everything.
Yeah, there are people that put, that's also true. But not that much. My case wasn't that much.
No? Okay.
No, I was always...
I haven't thought about it too,
so
but...
I'm a very open person in terms of social media. My private issues, unless they're way back, I never put them out. So, but not even... Before I talk to friends and family, I try to solve the thing internally. Because I know that the moment...
Which is a very male thing to do.
No, so there are some issues where it's good to have a third opinion, or when I ask for a third opinion, I talk in third person. Okay, I never try to put out what's happening directly to me, just to understand. Again, to avoid people looking at the situation generally. But because you don't want people to bleed into your situation. Does it make sense?
To make it worse.
Yes, unless it's strictly necessary that I need a third-party opinion.
I think this is what we meant a few times ago when we talked, that men usually have the tendency to keep the problems for themselves instead of talking with other people.
When I talk with people, I talk with men, because men tend to be way less jealous.
Less jealous. Yeah.
My good friends. All of them are in relationships. So, and I have good friends. Like we analyze from multiple points of view. I think that of my male friends, we are very feminine from that perspective, in terms of being very open about everything that is happening. But only very few people.
Okay. How did we react on the breakup?
I mean, I already said it.
Yeah.
How
I also already said it somehow. I wasn't too afflicted by it, because I already started to be prepared for it.
Yeah, by the time it happened, you were already gone.
Yeah.
By the time it happened to me, I was always hopeful that it would get into some place and then give up in the end of it. I was still very afflicted. Had a year and a half of chaos of me doing all that shit.
Yeah.
And slowly started. I mean, the good thing of me that I still keep myself busy. It's not like I lost 1.5 years. No, I was doing the thing that I was supposed to do, and then I was spiraling over shit and doing stupid things. And then after 1.5 years, it got better and better and better and better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very distracted by moving to Germany, so for me it was a complete different life. So like I had no real stimulations about our relationship, so it was quite easy for me.
You had way worse problems. Yes.
Like needing to talk in German for a whole day. I had such big headaches. Oh my god.
That's pretty fucking bad.
Okay, interacting after breakup. When should you start interacting again? Or when did we start interacting again?
For us, it was different because we were family friends. So it was inevitable that we would meet again. When did we start interacting again? It took months. A few months.
I remember that you visited us in Germany, but you came...
It was a year later.
Was it?
Yeah.
It felt like a few months after.
I mean, summer.
Yeah, it could be.
No, it was a year later.
It was in summer, right?
Was
when you came
no,
to Germany?
it was actually no, it was October, so 5 months later. Oktoberfest. We came for Oktoberfest.
Oh my god.
We came
Right.
for Oktoberfest.
And you came with another friend, because like we were
With
also
Alex.
our problem was that not only our families were friends, but also all our friends were friends.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was a whole friend group. Yeah?
Yes.
That interaction, although of course on my end, I admit I was still kind of spiraling. That interaction was pretty chill.
Yeah.
Okay, we went to Oktoberfest. It was fun. There were a lot of people. It was fun in general. Then there was the event in Milan.
Yes.
That one was the last time I actually tried to do something. Bad choice. Okay, bad choice. Unless you see something, do not be too much of a hopeless romantic. But that was the moment. That's the moment that where I gave up completely, and then I spiraled into doing all the shit that I'd done. Okay.
Yeah, I remember you left us somewhere in Verona, and you were so fucking pissed.
I was
you didn't
so
even want to
fucking
sleep.
pissed,
Anything.
and that's the moment where this vendetta was awakened.
But I don't even remember what you did.
I remember a scene of me and you talking in front of the car after the club event we did. It was like 5 a.m. People were sleeping in the car. I was like, yo, let's get out, let's talk. And I was just full of anger. This 19-year-old kid that could not control his emotions. I'm like, damn, you fucking moron. Just thinking about it, it's like, wow. But it's good because now I analyze, it's like, damn, I couldn't control shit about myself. That was pretty funny. After that, we didn't see each other for a while. For a long while.
I think the next time was skiing, right?
The next time was skiing. This was a couple of years later. And,
it was 2019.
And
so actually, yes.
It was good because it was our family, so it was much more amicable. And there was another girl that I kind of was not pursuing, but interested in. It's okay. And then from there, it was very amicable. We would talk to each other here and there. It was funny.
Yeah, I think from there we kind of really started. And
yeah,
then
from there it became a more chill friendship. There was no second interest, no nothing. Yeah. So it took a couple of years.
So the next question would be, can exes be friends?
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, we did.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we still talk to each other, we still meet, we still interact. Now, in our case, again, family, friends. But what do you think?
I agree. I think I'm friends with most of my exes still.
You are?
Yeah.
Is there any ex you're not friends with? Do not mention the names, but
No,
is
no,
there?
I know, but I think there's a few that I don't talk to, but if I would need, there wouldn't be a problem.
Is
Or
there a
maybe
reason why
one,
you don't
yes.
talk
I
to
don't know.
them?
I think our lives just grew apart, and there's no real need to
There's
talk.
no need, no interest in actually talking or
Yeah.
having them as a friend.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a few where it's not, it's not really a friendship, but it's amicable. Like if there is an issue, if there's a question, it's mostly them calling me about an advice on something.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but sure, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Shall we move on to the next question?
Go for it.
I'm not sure which one to ask next. I just go on with the next one, okay? How should exes put boundaries when the other one goes into a relationship? And I think this is quite a difficult question because it kind of depends on everything, right? Like it depends on how you went apart from each other, what happened during the relationship, why did you break up? I don't know if this is a question that you can like generally answer.
Well, in our case, we never really put boundaries on each other, to be honest. We never discussed boundaries. Hey, I don't want to see any kind of calls in the future because I have a girlfriend or my girlfriend or boyfriend.
Do you have that with someone else?
There were exes that I asked to stop calling me because they were bombarding me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Maybe moments, stuff. But in your case, it's amicable. I have to say that maybe one or two exes saw you as a threat when I was telling your story.
Mm-hmm.
But all the rest were very chill about you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about you? Did you ever have to put boundaries on with somebody else? People destroying your phone?
No.
Okay.
No, that's why I don't really understand this question in the first place.
Did you ever put boundaries after a breakup?
I think that most of the times I broke up.
Yes. Did you ever put boundaries after a breakup? Like tell the person, hey, don't call me for a little bit because...
No.
Wow.
Because I think...
But yeah, you were German. You guys said, we broke up. This is done. Fertig.
Fertig.
You're military.
This is clear now. We don't have to discuss this anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Cioè, in America, cazzo, in America I had to put boundaries all the time. Block people. I block people.
No, I never did.
Because they do not... I was blocked.
The only thing I do is silence the stories and the posts on Instagram, but I don't stop following them, I think.
You don't stop following them? Interesting.
No, because I...
Wow, you go against the rules of no contact. Oh, no, actually, no contact. Mute people, don't see them. No, you're right.
I'm not seeing them, you know, but I still want to have their contact, you know?
Oh, it's actually pretty correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so you never have to... Fuck.
No.
Actively put boundaries.
No, I think I've always had good people around me.
Okay.
Okay. I would use one more question because I don't know how long we've been talking already.
I think it's a good 40 minutes, but go on with it.
Should we go on?
Yeah.
Okay. What's one thing you used to blame me for, but now you understand differently?
I said it already.
Yeah.
You don't have to put it. Unless you have something else to say. Then I have a question for you.
Okay.
Do exes ever come back?
If they come back.
Do exes ever come back? And if so, can exes come back together?
I did have
I mean,
one...
we said that exes can stay friends.
Yes.
Can exes come back together and rebuild a relationship? Or build a relationship? There's two different... You know what the difference is?
Yes.
Rebuild is continuing what was there. Building is starting from scratch.
Okay. I think I had one experience where I met an ex of mine and we tried to rebuild or build.
You try to rebuild, yeah.
Yeah, the relationship, but it didn't really last long because, I mean, when you break up,
Yep.
some sort of part of you dies, right? Like
Okay.
having a partner is kind of supporting you in your life, right? And when you lose a partner because you break up or whatever, you kind of feel like you lost a part of yourself. So this is some sort of loss that is stored in your body, which is also pain, right? And I think our body is, or we as humans are made to avoid pain, because obviously, like if you burn your hand on a stove, like you're not gonna put your hand there again, because otherwise you wouldn't survive, right? So I think there is many things about the person, and that's also why I think most of the relationships or exes cannot continue having a relationship even as friends, because you always see the other person as a threat, right? Because like that person already hurt you once, and then you don't want to be hurt again, right?
But a boyfriend or a girlfriend will hurt you anyway at one point. That is a fact.
Yes, but you can choose to avoid to be hurt again over and over and over, right?
Okay.
And that's why I think people just take distance and like don't see each other or don't talk to each other anymore.
Okay.
Right?
So your answer is no.
We tried and it didn't work out. Because we were triggered again by those parts that made us feel hurt. And I think that's why it didn't work out. In general, I think like I wouldn't
try to work through those issues?
No.
So you simply came back together and was the same exact thing as before?
No, we didn't go back together.
But you tried, but it was the same exact thing as before?
It was very similar, but we were also two very different people. And then we realized again, actually, like, who are we lying to? Like, we're just not meant to be together.
How long after did you try to come back together?
5 years.
After
6 years.
The first breakup? So you tried to go back with a person 5 years after the breakup?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. And the issues were the same ones and you were two different people?
Yeah.
How can issues be the same one if you're two different people?
No, because like back in the days, we were already two different people that wouldn't match. And 5 years after, we were still two different people.
Okay.
Right? So like, who are we lying to? Like,
Okay, let me ask you another question.
But what do you think?
Do exes come back? So do exes come back? Every single ex comes back.
I did not have this experience, but okay. Yeah.
Every single ex, unless you behave like an asshole, will come back. That is a fact.
Okay.
Happened to me every single time. Okay. In different forms, but they will. What else? Can you make it work out? Yes, but. You need to be. I don't think you're continuing the relationship. You're restarting from maybe a lower point. Like you had the relationship. It's not like you're starting from scratch because you already know the person. And I think that people change, but not completely. You're still you with some extra factors, with some changes. So you're still the same person. In most cases, you're still the person that you fell in love with. Okay. So you're not starting from zero. You're starting from the middle. Okay. If you did the right changes, it can work out. Okay. If you did not, it's the same exact issue. Okay. Or if you decide to come back, then you need to acknowledge what were the problems and work through them. Or else you're just doing the same exact thing. And I think that today, more than ever, people are going to get back with exes.
No? Why do you think so?
Because we live in a society that makes you think that you have a lot of options. Oh, there's 8 billion fish around there.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
If you're bisexual, yes.
If you're bisexual, exactly. Okay, there's 4 billion options out there. You can find anybody you want. Yes. Do you have the time to go through 8 billion dates, first dates, to understand a person? And can you actually get to know a person in one date?
No.
No. And when do you actually get to learn a person? After the honeymoon phase. So it takes at least 6 months to 1 year to get to learn a person. before you see a human being in front of you and not an idealized piece of shit, okay?
Yeah.
So, that's two things. Number 3, with the photo options, we always think you can find something better, okay? You don't have the time to explore that deep every single person. So by the time you go on first dates, you realize it's all bullshit. You thought the grass was always greener, and then you will look back into what you had. In many cases, people will realize that it wasn't that bad. Many people, okay? The average person. And that's the point where they will try to come back.
Don't you think it's also commodity?
What do you mean commodity?
Like, because it's easy. You already know the person. It's like easy setting.
It's not easy setting. Nothing is easy. But you have already a game plan in front of you. The thing is, after a while, people have to decide, okay, do I keep on going in this relationship or do I change? Okay. And most people say, I can find somebody else. They look for somebody else. Most cases, they don't find it. Social media teaches you that you can find the person. Most people don't. Social media glorifies. I always say that social media shows the 1% of people. The rest of us is fucking peasant that are worth nothing, and it does not go the way you see on social media. And they will go back. At least you have a starting game plan that you can work on. And even though it's hard, I think it's easier than looking for the perfect match all around in terms of effort and stuff. So I believe that especially nowadays, people need to be punched in the face before they realize stuff. So just be patient and be open-minded.
And when do you think that people should break up?
When people should break up? When they see a person is not even trying. So the times I chose to break up with a girl was when I saw that the person was not even putting effort. Okay. And putting effort doesn't mean yielding results. Okay. It doesn't mean I did not see the results of what you told me you were doing. No. Putting effort is seen as a person is actually trying. And you might not yield results for a while. Does it make sense?
It's like it's like complaining that she didn't bake the good cake.
She tried.
But not that she tried.
She
right?
tried. And
Yeah.
if she tries again, she will bake a good, better one.
But even if it still sucks, she's still doing it right.
She's still trying.
She's still putting the effort.
And that's the thing. As a partner, you also have to develop the skill to see if a person is trying. Okay, and you do it through experiences. But if you see a person is trying, why would you leave?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Or if you genuinely see that you are not capable, that's another thing.
What do you mean with that?
I went out of a relationship in the past because I was not capable of giving what the person needed. Okay. Now looking back, I did not see a lot of matches with that person. So it's good that I came out, that I had the ability to analyze and I did the right thing, both because of the incompatibility, but secondly because I was not capable of giving what this person needed.
I think this is always very strictly connected. Like this, when you have the feeling that your partner is not really giving you what you want, it's also because maybe it's not a real match, or like the similar, like you're just too different, right?
Say it again.
So I made the experience that I also had a partner.
This person wanted a marriage, and I was not in a position of getting married right now.
Yes, exactly.
Like I was like, bro, I haven't even become it's like I cannot sustain a family. I could with the help of family and friends. I want to be pretty independent, okay? Which is something I was criticizing earlier, okay? But I was also 26.
And now you're so much older.
I would say something as a man. I would say something as a man. A man, if they do work, becomes an adult at the age of 30.
Okay.
Okay? You grow up faster because you communicate more. Okay? Now I can say, okay,
You figured it out.
Cioè, it's still me. I'm a different person compared to 26.
No, but I agree. Actually, from 26 to 30, I think it's like a very, you make gigantic steps.
And I think this will be my personality. This is me now.
Yeah, you're right.
This is me.
Okay.
100% me.
I think you haven't changed much, but...
So I think exes always come back. I think you can go back of an ex. It requires effort, it requires analysis, and...
both people need to have grown up. Like,
both people have to grow up.
But you can still grow up together.
I still think you can grow up together.
Yeah.
So if both exes decide to come back and say, let's try again, but let's do this properly, and we can grow together, okay? It needs accountability.
Yeah.
Accountability and communication, 100%. So on the side of the person that broke up or got broken up with, patience, because people come back if you're not a piece of shit, but also accountability. Like if they want to come back, it's like, okay, a little bit of accountability, or else you're just repeating the same stupid fucking thing.
I agree.
What do you think? And I think today, more than ever today, a lot of people go back to exes. Because of the social media thing. The grass is always greener. Go check the grass. Fucking
Go check the grass.
Go check the grass. It's fucking dead.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone is like always looking for something better. It's always more. The others have a better life. I need to also have a better life.
I would love to be a woman for a month and have a Hinge profile and go to hundreds of dates just to understand how much shit there is around.
Of men?
Yep.
Okay. Good luck.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't do Hinge or Tinder or
in general,
Bumble.
I mean, it's just because it's the most efficient way to meet a lot of people. Because like the grass is always greener. Okay.
Just go to a Pilates or a yoga class and it's full of women and they're all gonna love you just because you go to that class.
No, but then I'm performative male.
Little
Performative
babbe.
male.
Who
No,
cares?
performative
If
male.
you want to meet
What the fuck is the
people,
Guys, the other day, I was in a coffee shop. It's like, oh, you have a book. You're a performative male. I had a 900-page psychology book, but like a university book. And I was like, bro, do you see what the fuck I'm reading? Fucking moron.
I don't know.
I hate it. But yeah.
I think we gave...
Any last advice you could put out there?
For who? Exactly.
For people looking for a relationship, or no, actually, people being broken up.
People being broken up.
For people being broken up.
Oh, yeah. I think what I've learned from my last breakups is that time doesn't heal. Just because you think, like, yes, after like 1-2 years, you might feel better one day, but I think you should really put some effort into healing. Like really, I don't know, get some personal development
Like healing
books.
from what? From the breakup?
Yes, from the breakup.
Okay.
Like start reading things about relationships, about like human interaction, how it works, what makes a person go, and all these little things. And then like really sit down and, I don't know, work on the breakup and you will actually feel better.
Okay.
And don't close yourself up. Actually start going, like, don't introvert yourself. Don't like just want to be at home for more than a month and rot on the couch.
On the couch.
But like actually go out and also maybe distract yourself a bit. I learned that it did help.
This will be a mix of the two. Like
Yes.
you still need to allow some time to ruminate and think about it. For me, two things. Friendships.
Sure.
Okay. During the relationships and after relationships, never put your friendships away. One of the best ways to go through a breakup is having friends.
That's true.
From 25 to today, I went through stuff pretty quickly because I always had a group of friends. But I always did, like naturally, like even whether I was in a relationship or not, I'm always hanging out with friends. And it might seem normal to you. Americans are very lonely. They don't hang out every single day. Like I have to say that for the past 6 months, I always hang out with people every day in some form or another. Family, friends, going out with people. So that's one thing. Number two, always be open, cautious, whether it is because of meeting new people or old people coming back in your life. Good?
I think we have it. Do you want to make an outro like, I hope you guys liked our dialogue?
I hope you guys liked it. Please like and follow. Don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole.